Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best.
Al MacInnis night. First of all, there was a lot of controversy. Do you retire his number or do you honor it? And you know what, Grant? At first I thought you should retire it. And then I said, you know what? This is perfect. They should have done that to Vernon. They don't deserve to retire Vernon's number, in my opinion.
That's the only trouble, Mike. They retired Lanny's and Vernon's.
I can see Lanny.
Yeah, so the precedent was set. Yeah, maybe Lanny.
Yeah, I can see Lanny. I can't see Vernon. You're not going to talk me into that one.
So that's the only thing, is that the precedent was set, so what? Yeah, maybe, yeah. Anyways.
Wow. Did that take you back?
Yeah.
There's guys on the benches.
Did you hear Eddie's voice? Ed Whalen's voice calling some goals?
Yeah.
Sounded great, didn't he?
It did. And that's what took me back, Grant, to a what was a magical time. Now, I don't want to come across like we're sitting here like a bunch of old timers. You remember when, but it was that
that's
time.
What sports is. Sports is looking back, so we can't feel too guilty about that. And when you're honoring a guy who was so prominent in this city for over 10 seasons in the 80s and 90s, you have to look back.
Sure.
I mean, it's okay to look back and honor him.
And didn't you take him for granted? That was the whole thing. That shot. Wow, you're looking at this highlight reel, and we went, well, we just got used to it, watching it over and over. But man,
you know, there's no question.
Cherry picking.
There's no question, Mike. As we dissect the Flames here in Outlaw Sports over and over, how overcritical I was back in the late 80s and early 90s. There were the teams were so good, but I would be on the Flames' case. And what you saw from Al MacInnis in that video when they were honoring him, they were good.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they should have won more, but we just should have stood back more and marveled at the talents that were there, as opposed to too often being critical when they didn't perform.
Fire Terry Crisp, for example.
Who would ever say that in the middle of a
Game
playoff?
7? I don't know.
I'm glad they didn't retire a number. I look forward to seeing the next number 2 on the Flames, whoever that is going to be. Some number should be sacred. Maybe not 9 for the Flames, maybe not 99 with the Oilers, maybe not 4 with Boston. I think the Flames did it upright.
I think so too.
They did it upright.
And you forgot, Grant, that this guy is one of 4 defensemen that hit 100 points.
I heard that, and I had to be reminded of that. You get 103 points one season?
Yeah.
A defenseman, 103 points.
Yeah. Who would the other guys be? It would be Orr?
Coffee, maybe? Coffee.
And would it be Denny Potvin?
Yeah, it could be Denny Potvin, but I think Coffee for sure.
Yeah.
Coffee for sure. Different era, too.
Yeah.
More high-scoring games. But good for Al MacInnis. I thought the Flames did it upright. I thought there was a great ceremony for about 20 minutes on the ice. I thought Al MacInnis, when I first met him in 1983, he was so scared to be interviewed and was very nervous, very unsure of himself. But he admitted he came to Calgary as a young boy and left as a young man. And I heard him on radio last week. He sounded so dignified and polished, and his speech at center ice on Monday night was so eloquent, not over the top, not too emotional, but he hit all the target points.
Yeah.
Al McNeil, Cliff Fletcher, the ownership group, big players. Way to go, Al MacInnis. He deserves to be there.
Yeah, it was outstanding, Grant. It really was.
Feeling the winter chill? Call the experts at Simply Yours Windows and Doors. Get the job done right, on time, and on budget. Their number one concern is your comfort.